We are live now.
Okay, I am just sharing my screen. Yeah, good evening, all. I hope my screen is visible and I am properly audible. Uh, Anyone can just confirm so I can start. Shivam, my admin, shall we start?
Your screen is not visible.
Just let me know.
Sir, can you please share the screen once again?
Yes, I'm just sharing it. I have shared the screen. Can you just reconfirm?
Yeah, it is visible, right?
हेलो गाइस बैठो तब तक
Okay. Just let me know once all set for the start.
Yes, sir. We can start right now.
Okay. Good evening, all. I'm Dhruv Patel. So the today's topic is basically on the navigating through the Gujarat startup ecosystem, a guide for aspiring entrepreneurs. So in today's session, I will introduce you about the basic, just to create a base on the entrepreneurship, what is entrepreneur and what is startup. Then what are the options where the startup can leverage the ecosystem, what are the incubators, and what is the Gujarat ecosystem where you can leverage yourself as a startup or as an entrepreneur. So with this note, let me start with my presentation. So just create a base. I would like to start with basic on the entrepreneurship. What is entrepreneurship? What is entrepreneurs, and what is startup? So yes. So let's start with the entrepreneurship. What is entrepreneurship? So basically, entrepreneurship is an act of creating a business. We all oftenly called as a new business or innovative business. So it's an act of creating a business or businesses while building and scaling it to generate for a profit. So basically, to create a business which can be scalable and it to be generatable for a profit. Sometime someone calls it is necessary to generate a profit in entrepreneurship or in a business. Yes, it's very necessary to generate a profit in entrepreneurship or any kind of business. There is two different words. Basically, one is for profit, one is not for profit. In for profit, you can take your advantage of your money or your funds. It's a for profit. And in not for profit, you need to generate a profit, but you can't take out your profits, you can't take out your funds. So it's basically it's in a business, it's basically about to generate a profit is necessary, and it must be a scaling stage in your startup. Next, more moderate entrepreneurship defined is basically about transforming world by solving problem. So there are three major keywords. One is scalability, second one is generating a profit, third one is solving a problem. The combination of all three words can be called as an entrepreneurship. And addition and must is discovery and risk taking ability. Obviously, once we'll go into the entrepreneurship or once we'll go into the business, the risk is always there, but we need to come up with the innovative ideas, we need to come up with the new things, and we need to always opportunity seekers, where you can get an opportunity for solving this problem and upscaling your idea. So this is about the entrepreneurship. Let's cut it down into the entrepreneurship to the entrepreneur. what is entrepreneur? Entrepreneur is defined as someone who has ability to desire, establish, administer, and success in a startup venture along with the risk entitled in to make a profit. So basically, कोई भी पर्सन जिसको बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना है, risk is there, but the person who wants to start a business is called as an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs are oftenly known as a source of a new idea or innovators or bring a new ideas into the market by replacing old with the new invention. So basically, what does it mean replacing old with a new invention? We don't require an we don't require an a high-end innovation or basically invention. We need to focus on the innovation. Innovation is something that you can add on with the existing technology. जस्ट टेक एन एग्जाम्पल. पहले बुक्स था, हम लोगों को बुक पढ़ना पड़ता था पूरा बुक. नाउ ओवर अ लास्ट फ्यू इयर्स बुक पूरा डिजिटलाइज हो गया है. आप डिजिटल कॉपी बुक का परचेज कर सकते हैं, डिजिटल कॉपी पढ़ सकते हैं. सो a new addition or the technological advancement in the existing technology that we can call as in replacing old with the new invention. In COVID time, before COVID, someone is called you about the ventilator. You can assume the complex system in hospital, a bed, and the complex system and so much wires and all. After COVID, you can just assume ventilator as in portable things, a portable bag that can be carried at any place and you can use as a ventilator. So these are the major replacing old with the new technology, new innovation. Previously, you need to go at the taxi stand to book a taxi or take a taxi. And currently, you have your mobile, you have few applications. You just need to open those applications and you can book the taxi. The taxi will come at your place. So these are few examples where you can replace existing things with some technological advancement or with some new innovation, and you can start your own business and you can jump into the entrepreneurship or entrepreneurs. And these are the major skills that entrepreneurs should have. One is opportunity seeking. Definitely जहाँ से भी कुछ भी opportunity मिल रही है, you can always open to grab those opportunity. Second, resource control. Why resource control is basically important and necessary? Because at the initial stage of startup or at the initial stage of entrepreneurship, you don't have any resource ready with you. In family business, you can see you have the manpower, you have some funds, you have the whole ready setup. You need to just taking care of all these the past family businesses. In entrepreneurs or in a new business or in startup, you don't have any single things available with you at first moment. So you need to control your resource, you need to control your funds, you need to control your whole operations. So basically these are the major skills in entrepreneurs. And value creation, basically value creation is necessary to scale up your idea or scale at the scaling up stage. Now, what is startup? So basically, startup is something that differ from the regular business, existing business. What are the combinations that the new business, along with the innovation, it must be having a technology or non-tech can be called as a startup. And passion is very essential to run a startup or to grow your startup. So basically, combination of these all four things: new business, innovation, technology, and passion. Combined, we all can together run as a startup. It's called as a startup. Now, after launching a startup, what are the 5 elements of success? What are the few things that you need to take care to be a successful entrepreneur or to success your venture? One is idea. Second one is team. Third one is business model. Fourth one is funding. Fifth one is timing. Each element has their own advantage or their own things. आइडिया, काफी बार लोग बोलते हैं कि हम बिजनेस क्यों नहीं कर रहे बिकॉज हमारे पास आइडिया नहीं है. You can just Google it out. A National Science Foundation study found that an average person is having between 12,000 to 16,000 thoughts per day. आपके दिमाग में 12,000 के आसपास एक दिन में आइडियाज आते हैं. You need to just pick that one idea. Idea should be good. Idea should be acceptable to the market. And if it is, you can start your startup or you can start your venture. Obviously team is very essential. Why? Because जब भी हम लोगों को कोई भी ग्रुप एक्टिविटी करने के लिए बोलते हैं इन योर स्कूल, इन योर कॉलेज और इन योर वर्किंग प्लेस, जब भी कोई टीम एक्टिविटी करने के लिए बोलते हैं, विल चूज अ फ्रेंड जिसके साथ बॉन्डिंग अच्छा है. हम पहले फ्रेंड्स को चूज करते हैं. क्यों? बॉन्डिंग अच्छा है, चलो टीम अच्छी बन जाएगी. यू नीड टू चूज अ टीम बाय स्किल. आपके पास टेक्निकल एबिलिटी अच्छी है, आप टेक्निकल अच्छा कर पाओगे. टेक्निकली तो साउंड बना दिया, बेचेगा कैसे, बेचोगे कैसे इसको मार्केट में बिकेगा कैसे. यू नीड टू अ टीम मेंबर विथ मार्केटिंग एबिलिटी. उसको फंड्स आए तो फंड मैनेज कैसे करोगे. आपके पास कोई एक फाइनेंस का बंदा होना चाहिए. सो देयर आर सर्टेन स्किल्स, यू नीड टू राइट डाउन ऑल स्किल्स. आप क्या चीज कर पाओगे उसको टिक करना है. जो नहीं कर पाओगे, ऑब्वियसली अ सिंगल पर्सन डोंट हैव ऑल दी स्किल्स एंड दी एक्सेसिबिलिटी ऑफ टाइम कि सारी चीज एक पर्सन नहीं कर सकता है. That's how you need to choose your team wisely. Business model, obviously business model is very essential. कि आपका रिसोर्स कंट्रोल कैसे होगा, आप डेवलप कैसे करोगे, आप बेचोगे कैसे, आपकी मार्केटिंग स्ट्रेटजी क्या होनी चाहिए, ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ नेक्स्ट 2 ईयर 3 ईयर्स का प्लान क्या होना चाहिए. दैट यू नीड टू वर्क ऑन द बिजनेस मॉडल. एंड अगर किसी के पास भी आइडिया है, एंड इफ एनीवन वांट्स टू वर्क ऑन बिजनेस मॉडल, you can google it out, business model canvas, BMC. There are 7 elements in business model canvas. You need to just fill out all the 7 elements and आपको पूरा बिजनेस समझ में आ जाएगा कि मेरे पास क्या रिसोर्स अवेलेबल है, मेरे को क्या चाहिए, मेरा डेवलपमेंट कैसे होगा, मेरा मार्केटिंग कैसे होगा, फंड्स मैनेज कैसे होगा. ऑल दिस थिंग्स यू कैन वर्क इट आउट ऑन द बिजनेस मॉडल कैनवास. फंडिंग, ऑब्वियसली फंडिंग इज वेरी एसेंशियल, वेरी नेसेसरी. आप जब भी कोई स्टार्टअप कर रहे हो तो आपके पास फंड्स होना चाहिए. अगर अवेलेबल है तो नेक्स्ट 1 ईयर 2 ईयर्स का प्लान भी होना चाहिए कि कितने टाइम में वो फंड्स खत्म होने वाला है, नेक्स्ट फंडिंग कैसे मिलेगा, एंड व्हाट आर द ऑप्शंस, व्हाट आर द एलिजिबिलिटी, एंड फ्रॉम वेयर यू कैन गेट द फंड्स. फॉर द फंडिंग मैं नेक्स्ट स्लाइड्स में आपको दिखाऊंगा कि आप कहाँ से फंड्स अवेल कर सकते हैं, स्पेशली फ्रॉम द गुजरात, फ्रॉम द स्टेट फंडिंग स्कीम्स, एंड सेंट्रल में भी कुछ फंडिंग स्कीम्स है जहाँ पे मैं आपको उसके ऊपर ग्लिम्स दूंगा. एंड टाइमिंग इज वेरी एसेंशियल. जहाँ पे आप कब लॉन्च कर रहे हो वो बहुत क्रिटिकल चीज है. टाइमिंग के ऊपर हमारा अच्छा एग्जांपल है, मैं सक्सेस स्टोरीज में आपको बाद में डिफाइन करूंगा. टाइमिंग ऐसी चीज है जहाँ पे राइट टाइम में आपको लॉन्च करना पड़ेगा. जस्ट एक एग्जांपल ले रहा हूँ, पास्ट का एग्जांपल ले रहा हूँ. काफी स्टार्टअप्स थे जिन्होंने कोविड के सेकेंड वेव के आसपास में कुछ लॉन्च किया, कुछ इनोवेटिव मास्क लॉन्च किए थे, कुछ मेडिकल डिवाइस लॉन्च किए थे. बट what is the benefits after launching at COVID 2 wave 2? Okay, so you need to launch at very right time, precise time. कभी कभी कोई स्टार्टअप ऐसा भी होता है जो बिफोर टाइम लॉन्च हो जाता है, मार्केट में अवेयरनेस ही नहीं है तो कोई परचेज ही नहीं करेगा. सो बेसिकली यू नीड टू चूज अ राइट टाइम टू लॉन्च योर स्टार्टअप. So with that, so basically who will guide you all these things at a very initial stage? जब आप कॉलेज में है, स्कूल में है, या आप ऐसे पड़ाव में है जहाँ पे आपने इनिशियली कुछ स्टार्ट किया हुआ है, स्टार्टअप इनिशियली कुछ बिजनेस स्टार्ट किया हुआ है, तो आपको ये सारी चीजें गाइड कौन करेगा? फॉर दैट incubators are there to guide you. So basically incubator is an entity. It can be a not profit, it can be a profit, but incubator is an entity where they will guide you in your entire journey. आपके पास आइडिया है, आप आइडिया को डेवलप कैसे करोगे, टेक्नोलॉजिकल सपोर्ट, मेंटरिंग, नेटवर्किंग, फंडिंग, दोज ऑल योर 1.5 year journey or 2 year journey. It can be vary, depends on the idea to idea, but incubator will guide you at every stage in your startup until you will exit from incubator through the success or through the good achievements or the commercialization stage. Okay, so that's we are here for to guide you. CrAdLE is a center for advancing and launching enterprise a technology business incubator promoted and supported by Entrepreneurship Development Institute of India, EDII. CrAdLE is an incubator of EDII where we are guiding you. So before jump into the CrAdLE, what we are and how we will supporting you, I would like to jump into our main topic, the glimpse on the Gujarat ecosystem, where how Gujarat ecosystem is placing and how Gujarat ecosystem is helping you to nurture your idea. Okay, so it's a glimpse of journey of startup ecosystem in Gujarat. बेसिकली कभी कभी लोग बोलते हैं कि इकोसिस्टम जो स्टार्टअप है एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप है वो 2014-2016 के आसपास वो स्टार्ट हुआ है या उसके बाद अच्छा प्रमोट होना स्टार्ट हुआ है. इट्स नॉट दैट. 1979 the Gujarat government has started the Center for Entrepreneurship Development, we call as in CED. CED 1979 में लॉन्च हुआ था. Post that EDII, where we are currently Entrepreneurship Development Institute of India, we have started in 1983. So currently we are precisely 42-year-old institute, 42 year. We are at the 42-year-old institute where we are into the entrepreneurship since last more than 40 years. Then in 1999, the government of Gujarat has started a venture fund, VC funding schemes, where the GVFL is helping to raise funding raise into the startup. Their cap is also very high. They are supporting startup from 50 lakh to 6 to 8 crore rupees funding, and to be precise more than 10 CR also. So they have 3 stages. One, GVFL Prarambh, when they are helping at initial level startup to raise a fund from 50 lakh to 3 crore. Post that, they are helping startup to raise money from 4 CR to 8 CR. And post that, if anyone wants a bigger size funding, then they are collaboratively help with the Seed B. So GVFL and Seed B combinedly help to raise a more than 10 CR funding from the Gujarat. So this is the powerful ecosystem in Gujarat where you can get all your support. CIIE, IIM Ahmedabad. IIM Ahmedabad is also a big name where they have started their incubation center in 2002, and post that they got the Center of Excellence and few other achievements. They have their own funds also. In 2012, iCreate was set up by the PM sir. So Sri Narendra Modi sir was CM of Gujarat at that time in 2012, and he has started this iCreate Government of Gujarat initiative or a Government of Gujarat Incubation Center. And in 2015, Industrial Committee or the Industry Commissionerate IC Department, Government of Gujarat has started a funding scheme where you can get a benefits of funding from 10 lakh to 30 lakh or 40 lakh, that will see in next details. So we have Government of Gujarat funding scheme where you can get a benefit of 30 lakh rupees. In 2017, Education Department, Government of Gujarat has launched their scheme to support a startup at very initial level, to support a startup at schooling level, to support a startup at college level, at the student level, where they can get a benefit of financial up to 2 lakh rupees, 2.5 lakh rupees. And post that, they have also launched the further schemes to support a student level startup at max 10 lakh rupees. And last, the Government of Gujarat Education Department has started their own incubator or incubation center called iHub, established by the Education Department in 2019. So these are the journey where in Gujarat, if you can see, more than 45 years old entrepreneurship systems are working. And where we are basically in Gujarat. So Gujarat is best performer since last 4 years. We are on the rank 1 as a best performance in all across country. So इंडिया में अगर देखने जाए तो 2018, 2019, 2020, 21 and 22, since this 4 year we got a best performance state of the year's achievements. In number, if you can see, more than 2000 plus incubators and educational institutes. So more than 2000 plus entrepreneurship cell or incubation centers are there in Gujarat. We have also a good number in startups. So basically, we have more than 11,600 plus DPIIT recognized startup from Gujarat. And if you can see the sectors, then major sectors are from healthcare, life science, IT service, agriculture. These are the major top sectors in Gujarat DPIIT recognized startup. If we can see the district level, so all the district of Gujarat, at least one DPIIT recognized startup. So गुजरात के सारे डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में कहीं ना कहीं एक तो स्टार्टअप है ही. And the top districts are Ahmedabad, Surat, Baroda, Rajkot, and Gandhinagar. So these are the five cities where we have good number of startup and good ecosystems available. Financial support we have currently. So these numbers are we have currently supported till date. So in Startup Gujarat cell from the IC department, Industries Commissionerate department, they have disbursed the grant of 62 crore plus grant to the startup till date. And from SSIP, so basically Student Startup Innovation Policy, they have disbursed the funding amount rupees 44 crore plus. So somewhere between 100 plus CR funding, the both government department has disbursed to the startup to support from idea level to the commercialization at the marketing stage also. Venture fund, the GVFL or the Gujarat Venture Fund having a good capacity to invest funding up to 1000 crore in the startup. And we have also one procurement policy from government of Gujarat where you can get a benefit of up to 15 lakh rupees under the state Gujarat scheme. Okay, and these are the state-wise summary where currently we are out of 11,600 startup, 22% startup are at the ideation stage. Most of them are at the validation stage. They have developed their product or currently they are into the validation phase. Few of them are into the early traction stage. Around 20% are at the early stage and 12% startups are at the scaling up stage. So these are the major ecosystem glimpse where how Gujarat is doing into the country. So I must say Gujarat is one of the best ecosystem. I'm not telling Gujarat he best ecosystem hai, but one of the best ecosystem in India, Gujarat having. So if you are from Gujarat, if you are not from Gujarat, we are open for all. You can come and explore the opportunities we have. You are explore the services that we have. You are explore the ecosystem that we have. Okay. So with this, I would like to move to the CrAdLE. So basically, what we are and what are the journey of CrAdLE. So at a glance, we supported by the DST Department of Science and Technology. We got support in 2016. So we started our incubation center with support of DST and promoted by EDII. We started operation in December 2016. We have a good team as in board members and advisory members. We have experienced board chaired by Dr. Sunil Sukla as a Director General of EDII, and you can see the experience advisory committee chaired by the co-founder of Infosys, Sri Krish Gopal Krishnan sir. So these are the person who help us to promote the startup, to guide us in ecosystem, how startup can leverage those advisory committees benefit to raise a CSR and those all things. So what are the offerings that we are providing as in CrAdLE? So basically CrAdLE having two programs. One is incubation program, next one is acceleration program. If we are talking about the incubation program, we have also further two programs. One is physical incubation program, next one is virtual incubation program. In physical incubation program, you will get the infrastructure support as in co-working space or a dedicated office where you can sit with your team. You can work like in your own office from CrAdLE. Will provide you the furnished space, internet connectivity, electricity, mental lounge, conference room, where you can daily operate your startup. You can come, you can work by your office. If you have meeting, you can access the conference room, meeting room, you can access the mentor lodge, and these are the infrastructure support available with us in the physical incubation program. In virtual incubation program, the physical incubation and virtual incubation program combinedly give all the services and benefits to the startup, from hand-holding support from company registration, guiding you into your company registration, IPR filing, intellectual property registration and all. We also guide you and connect you with the legal team, where they can also help you in your CACS activity. So we have also few product development and technical support, where we have good mentors in product development. We have good mentors in technical mentoring and support, where you can leverage those mentors knowledge and mentors experience. Basically, we don't have any lab at our campus, but we have few MOUs, we have few collaborations to give you access of those lab facility, manufacturing facilities, those R&D facilities you can access through us at various space. वी हैव ऑल्सो मेंटरिंग सपोर्ट. सो बेसिकली क्या होता है, जब भी हम कुछ आइडिया डेवलप करते हैं, तो इनिशियल स्टेज पे हमको लगता है हमने सोचा है तो वो आइडिया सक्सेसफुली होगा, आइडिया मैंने सोचा है तो वो चलेगा ही मार्केट में, बट ऐसा नहीं होता है. यू नीड अ मेंटरिंग, यू नीड द राइट गाइडेंस इन टर्म्स ऑफ आइडिया वैलिडेशन. आइडिया को वैलिडेट करना है, मार्केट में चलेगा कि नहीं चलेगा, मार्केट का नीड क्या है. सो बेसिकली टू फुलफिल अ मार्केट नीड, आपका प्रोडक्ट जो एग्जिस्टिंग में आपने जो सोचा है उसमें क्या अपग्रेडेशन करना चाहिए. सो दिस काइंड ऑफ आइडिया, फ्रॉम आइडिया वैलिडेशन, योर प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट, later on after product development, what will be your marketing strategy, what will be your business plan, what will be your financial strategy. So this kind of mentoring support we are providing. We have good mentors, in-house mentors, external mentors also. You will take a benefits of those mentor at every stage of your startup. And also we have few networking events where you can take a part of as an exhibitor. So हम आपको within EDI, within CrAdLE exhibitions का चांस देते हैं. अगर कहीं बाहर भी इकोसिस्टम में कभी exhibitions हो रहा है, networking events हो रही है, we can also connect you with them, and we can also helping you to take a part of in that exhibition also. So that's how your from idea development to mentoring, your networking support and the fundraising assistant will help you in your journey. In fundraising assistance, we have all the funding benefits, from grant, from seed support, from venture capital, from investment, investor support. So we have few governments grant, we have few debt or the convertible schemes where you can take a funding from convertible debentures also. We have few connects with the investor where you can pitch in front of investor, you can pitch in front of VCs and all. What are the impact that we have created till date? So more than 120 incubated startup with us. To be precise, till date we have 124 incubated startup at CrAdLE since December 2016. We have 60 plus graduated startup with us. Those are currently doing a good in market. They are currently at the scaling up stage or early traction stage into the market. We have 30 crore plus revenue generated by our startup, 700 plus jobs created. Why we have put jobs created? Because it's very essential. अभी हम क्यों एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप पे या स्टार्टअप पे इतना फोकस कर रहे हैं? बिकॉज अगर आप करंट डेट में देखने जाएंगे, इफ यू आर स्टूडेंट, इफ यू आर वाचिंग दिस लाइव, इफ यू आर स्टूडेंट, करंट डेट में देखने जाएंगे, जॉब्स बहुत कम है. जितने स्टूडेंट पास आउट हो रहे हैं उसके कंपेयर में जॉब्स बहुत कम है. जॉब की बहुत रिक्वायरमेंट है मार्केट में. कहाँ से क्रिएट होगी? बाय क्रिएटिंग अ न्यू बिजनेस. न्यू बिजनेस कैसे क्रिएट होगा? बाय क्रिएटिंग अ स्टार्टअप. सो आप स्टार्टअप स्टार्ट करो. वी आर नॉट सेइंग कि आप डे वन से लोगों को एम्प्लॉयमेंट देना स्टार्ट करो, बट योर एम शुड बी एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन. आपने आज 2 लोगों से स्टार्ट किया हुआ है, 1 साल बाद आप स्टेबल पोजीशन पे जा रहे हो, आप और 2 लोगों को ऑनबोर्ड करो. आप जॉब सीकर की जब बजाय जॉब गिवर बन रहे हो. आप जॉब लेने मार्केट में नहीं जा रहे हो, आप जॉब किसी 2 लोगों को, बंदे को दे रहे हो. That's how all the entrepreneurship ecosystem and entrepreneurship is focusing on the job creation in India. So more than 700 plus jobs created by our startup. 39 plus IP generated. IP is basically intellectual property where you can secure your idea through various platform or the various type of IPs. If I am just giving you example, patent, trademark, copyright, design, these are the most common type of IP. And if you are working on startup, you must need to think on the registration of IP. क्यों? क्योंकि बहुत कंपटीशन है मार्केट में. जब भी आप कुछ भी नया इनोवेटिव चीज बाहर मार्केट में लॉन्च करोगे, अगर वो रियली इनोवेटिव होगा, समवन इज रेडी टू कॉपी इट. हाउ टू प्रोटेक्ट कॉपी फ्रॉम कॉपिंग? सो बेसिकली आपका जो भी इनोवेटिव आइडिया है, आप पेटेंट रजिस्टर करो, ट्रेडमार्क करो, कॉपीराइट करो, डिजाइन रजिस्ट्रेशन करवाओ, एंड यू कैन सिक्योर योर इनोवेशन. क्योंकि आपने कुछ भी टाइम इन्वेस्ट किया है, मनी इन्वेस्ट किया है, एंड फिर अल्टीमेटली अगर कोई कॉपी करके वो आइडिया ले जाएगा, it is very difficult to survive in market. So IP is very essential to register and get a successful grant. We have 39 plus IPs generated by our startup, and more than 80%, to be precise, 32 IP has been granted. So out of 39, 32 IP has been already granted of our startups. ओके, लेट्स टेक अ इंटरेस्टिंग पार्ट कि फंडिंग कैसे लेना है, कहाँ से लेना है. गुजरात में क्या फंडिंग चीज अवेलेबल है, फंडिंग स्कीम्स अवेलेबल है जहाँ से आप बेनिफिट्स ले सकते हैं. एंड दीज आर दी अपॉर्चुनिटीज वेयर खुद का फंड नहीं करना है, खुद के पैसे नहीं लगाने हैं, और गवर्नमेंट आपको सपोर्ट कर रहा है, तो यू कैन टेक अ चांस कि हम एक इनिशियल स्टेज पे स्टार्टअप लॉन्च कर सकते हैं. फंड गवर्नमेंट दे रहा है, फंडिंग सपोर्ट गवर्नमेंट प्रोवाइड कर रहा है, तो वी कैन टेक अ रिस्क ऑल्सो. क्योंकि अगर फेल भी हो गए तो नो वन इज आस्किंग यू टू गिव अ मनी बैक इन ग्रांट. Okay, I'm not talking about the loan, but I am just talking about the grant. So let's take a glimpse. So basically we have two slides in funding opportunities. One is basically it's currently on your screen. The first one we have divided two color coding. One is the by government of Gujarat, second one is by government of India or the central government scheme. Basically for government of Gujarat scheme, you need to register yourself as a student of government of Gujarat education, or you need to register your company at Gujarat. So your ROC must be in Gujarat. So these are the criteria for Gujarat scheme. One is Student Startup Innovation Policy, SSIP. In SSIP, you can take a benefit of 2.5 lakh rupees at idea stage, at student stage. अगर आप student है, you can get a benefit of up to 2.5 lakh rupees, where you can convert your idea into POC or prototype. If it will work, then you can also further apply under the same scheme. You can also apply under Startup Solution, where you can get a benefit of from 2.5 to 10 lakh rupees. So the first SSIP and Startup Solution is launched by Government of Gujarat Education Department, where you can get a benefit from idea to POC or product development up to 2.5 lakh rupees, and from product development to your MVP, your validation, your certification and all, you can get a benefit of Startup Solution up to 10 lakh rupees funding scheme. Next scheme is basically Nodal Institute. We can call in Gujarat, we can call as in Startup Gujarat scheme or seed funding assistant in the Startup Gujarat scheme. So it's basically scheme launched by the Industries Commissioner at IC Department under Industrial Policy 2020, where you can get a benefit of 30 lakh rupees in grant. If you are working on a social impact related startup, then 10 lakh rupees additional you can get a benefit. So अंडर स्टार्टअप गुजरात स्कीम आपको मैक्सिमम 30 लाख रुपीस का बेनिफिट मिलेगा. अगर कोई सोशल इम्पैक्ट रिलेटेड आइडिया है, तो आफ्टर 30 लाख रुपीस ग्रांट you can also apply for the social impact or the social related funding, where you can get a benefit of 10 lakh rupees additionally to the 30 lakh. So 40 lakh rupees the maximum cap under this you can get as a grant. So I'm focusing on the word grant because you don't need to repay grant to the government if you are fail or if you are success into the scheme. Scheme is basically focusing on the product development, marketing, testing trial, certification, and all. In marketing, you can also use those funds for the physical marketing, digital marketing, all and all. If you are working on some product development, if you are working on some healthcare related idea, you can use those funds as in the certification, your idea validation, or the testing trials and all also. So these are the two scheme launched by government of Gujarat, two department, education department and industrial department, where you can get a benefit of 0 to 40 lakh rupees funding scheme at your own stage and basically at your own requirement. You can check the other eligibility criteria and application link on our website of CrAdLE. So in last यहाँ पे भी नीचे लिखा हुआ है www.cradle-edi.in. In last also we'll provide you one QR code where you can get our website, and हमारी website पे ये सारी schemes with the eligibility with the application link mention किया हुआ है. Next, there are few schemes where you can get a benefit from central. In central scheme, you don't need a restriction of your geographical things. One is MSME Innovative Scheme. MSME Innovative Scheme, the Government of India, Ministry of MSME will provide you the benefits of funding opportunity from idea level to product development. It's a funding up to 15 lakh rupees. 15 lakh तक आपको grant में मिल सकता है. And you can take a benefits. Basically, I just forgot one thing to mention in SSIP, the Government of Gujarat scheme. In Government of Gujarat scheme, there is no restriction to apply at any time. You can apply at any time. It's open for every time scheme. So basically, आप कभी भी apply कर सकते हो सारी scheme में. In MSME Innovative Scheme, you can apply at particular time period. जब भी उनका cohort based call open होता है, that time you can apply. अभी currently MSME Innovative Scheme के अंदर Hackathon 4.0 call open है, live है. If anyone has any idea related to their theme or related to their eligibility, you can apply. In MSME Innovative Scheme, there is one good part is that you can apply without your registering a startup. अगर आपके पास रजिस्टर्ड स्टार्टअप नहीं है, फिर भी आप बेस्ड ऑन योर आधार कार्ड नंबर, अगर आपके पास आधार कार्ड नंबर है, यू कैन रजिस्टर थ्रू योर आधार कार्ड नंबर. यू नीड टू फिल OTP and the application link will be open for you. You need to just submit your idea and you need to choose one host institute where you would like to apply in your in institute. You can also choose EDII as in your host institute, and the further screening process or the further process will be followed through the channelized by the host institute in coordination with the ministry. Okay, next we have few schemes from central government of India. One is Startup India Seed Fund Scheme, where you can get a benefit of up to 20 lakh rupees in grant and up to 50 lakh rupees in seed funding. A good scheme to get a funding at very early stage. Why early stage? Because there are few eligibility criteria under SISFS that your company should not be older than 2 years. So 2 साल से पुरानी कंपनी नहीं होनी चाहिए. It's obviously आपको 0 to 2 साल में अप्लाई करना है in SISFS scheme. So it's very good scheme where at very early stage you can get a funds. According to your stage, you can choose your funding as in grant or as in seed fund. If you are at the product development stage, you can choose a grant. If you are at the early traction stage, you are at the market stage, or you are at the launching stage, you can apply at the seed fund up to 50 lakh rupees, where you can get a benefit under CCD, OCD, or the loan. So basically loan, convertible debenture, where you can get a compulsory convertible debenture or optional convertible debentures. So this is the SISFS scheme. Yes, very critical, very important eligibility in SISFS is you must need have a DPIIT certificate. What is DPIIT certificate? आपके पास स्टार्टअप सर्टिफिकेट होना चाहिए. अगर कोई भी अपने आइडिया पे काम कर रहा है और उसको वो बोल रहा है कि मैं स्टार्टअप रजिस्टर्ड हूँ या मैं स्टार्टअप पे काम कर रहा हूँ, बाय लीगल बाय लॉ आप कैसे डिफाइन कर पाओगे? बाय टेकिंग अ DPIIT सर्टिफिकेट. सो अगर आपके पास गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का DPIIT सर्टिफिकेट है तो आपके पास एक नंबर होगा जिससे आप प्रूव कर सकते हो कि आप स्टार्टअप हो, और वो स्टार्टअप इज योर यूनिक नंबर टू शोकेस एट एनीवेयर. सो अगर DPIIT सर्टिफिकेट है, देन यू कैन अप्लाई अंडर SISFS scheme. Okay, it's very easy to get a DPIIT certificate. आप DPIIT स्टार्टअप इंडिया की वेबसाइट पे जाके गेट DPIIT रिकॉग्निशन पे आपको क्लिक करना है. पूरा PDF दिया हुआ है स्टेप बाय स्टेप आप कैसे DPIIT सर्टिफिकेट ले सकते हैं, स्टार्टअप में रजिस्ट्रेशन कैसे कर सकते हैं, वहाँ पे पूरा गाइडलाइन दिया हुआ है. यू कैन टेक अ सर्टिफिकेट बाय योर ओन ऑल्सो. Next, Ambedkar Social Innovation and Incubation Mission. It's a ASIM scheme. ASIM is a short form of Ambedkar Social Innovation Incubation Mission. ASIM is basically for the SC category innovator. अगर कोई शेड्यूल कास्ट कैटेगरी का इनोवेटर है जिसके पास कंपनी में मेजोरिटी स्टेक है, मेजोरिटी स्टेक मींस 51% से ज्यादा स्टेक अगर शेड्यूल कास्ट इनोवेटर के पास है तो असीम स्कीम के अंडर एलिजिबल हो सकते हैं एंड दे कैन अप्लाई अंडर असीम स्कीम. Where they will get 30 lakh rupees for 3 years, so 10 lakh rupees each year. If you have successfully launched your startup into market after 3 years, then you will be eligible for 14 CR, 14 crore का fund under ASIM scheme आप venture fund में eligible हो जाओगे. So these are the few benefits for the SC category innovators also. So till date, the 5 schemes I have mentioned to you, 2 from central government, state government, 3 from the central government that we have. You can choose CrAdLE or EDII as an host or nodal institute where your application will be channelized. And these are the few schemes where we don't have, but you can also explore from other incubator or other institute. Nidhi Prayas is a scheme where you can get the benefit of 10 lakh rupees to develop your POC, to convert your POC into prototype. Next is Nidhi Triple S or Bayrak Big scheme, where Nidhi Triple S is basically a scheme launched by the DST Department of Science and Technology Government of India, where you can get a benefit of 50 lakh rupees in convertible debenture. And Bayrak Big is a scheme launched by the Bayrak Department Government of India, specifically to the healthcare and agriculture and the renewable energy related startup, where you can get a benefit, very early stage benefit. You can, I must say, TRL up to TRL 3 or TRL 4 level you can apply in Bayrak Big scheme. So basically at up to POC level you can get a benefit of 50 lakh rupees from Government of India. And then you can also pitch your idea in front of investors. You can take money from investors. It can be angel investor, it can be a venture funding schemes. आप सब लोग शायद शार्क टैंक तो देखते ही होंगे. तो शार्क टैंक इज अ platform where you can raise your money through the investors or the venture funds. We have also few onboarded investors. We have also few venture capital agencies or the companies onboarded at CrAdLE, and you can also connect through us. Okay. These are few glimpses. कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि गवर्नमेंट है तो हम लोग बोलते हैं कि सिर्फ स्कीम है, पैसा नहीं मिलता होगा या कुछ चैलेंजेस रहती होगी. सो these are the counter of those argument. We have 30 startups. Just a minute. We have 30 startups approved under Startup Gujarat scheme from the Industries Commissionerate, where cumulatively they got funding of 4.7 crore, near about 5 crore funding they have raised from the Industries Commissionerate scheme. We have 13 startups shortlisted in the Startup India Seed Fund scheme of about 3 crore rupees. In ASIM, we have 3 startups of 30 lakh rupees, is 90 lakh rupees. We have also MSME Innovative Scheme, 6 startups, where 2 startups are 2 are startups and 4 are student also. So at student level, you can also apply at the MSME Innovative Scheme and got a funding of up to 15 lakh rupees. These are few other support where you can, as a student of EDII or the entrepreneurship subject, or specifically to the IEV program, you can get a benefit of AICTE scheme, where currently 3 startups has been approved under AICTE scheme with the 20 lakh rupees funding. Yes Bank also provided funding to the 2 startup under CGT MSC scheme, and the HDFC also supported us with the 3 startup, and the total amount is 42.50 lakh. So these are a few numbers that the funding raised by our startup. If you have any idea, if you need to connect with the CrAdLE, and if you want to apply at CrAdLE, these are the structural incubation program. You need to go on our website. You need to apply. You need to submit your Google form, and you need to apply in our incubation program. You can also walk in, come to the CrAdLE. You can discuss with the CrAdLE. you can also discuss with the CrADLE teams, and you can also so if you are an innovator, so you can also connect with through some events and all. After submitting your application form, we have first screening of ideas by the internal committee members. If your idea will be shortlisted by the internal committee members, you will be called for the second screening in front of selection panel. In front of selection panel, you need to pitch your idea in front of selection panel. If the panel or the committee will approve your idea, then we'll formally sign an MOU and the incubation agreement to give you all the support what we are providing. Okay, in last, there are few major achievements that our startup currently got or the currently associated with those achievements. One is basically it's a very good achievement with us. We have one currently graduated startup, but we have one good startup, Nebooks Limited. Nebooks Limited is working on the fintech idea. They are providing a service to SMEs and MSMEs in the fintech related innovations and fintech related any requirement. They are providing service to SMEs and MSMEs. They have raised their IPO. They got listed on the BSC startup platform in 2021. So in September 2021, bell ringing ceremony EDI में ही हुआ था, and at that time only 11 startups were there जिसने as a startup IPO launch किया था, and 11th one is Nebooks Limited. So it's a good achievement for us to connect a startup and launch their IPO in public market. नेक्स्ट, जब वंदे भारत ट्रेन लॉन्च हुआ तब पीएम सर श्री नरेंद्र मोदी सर ने एक एक्टिविटी किया था वेयर दे सिट विथ 75 इनोवेटर्स. उन्होंने 75 वुमन इनोवेटर्स के साथ ट्रेन में बैठ के 1-to-1 डिस्कस किया था सारे वुमन इनोवेटर्स के साथ कि वो क्या आइडिया पे काम कर रहे हैं, व्हाट आर द बेनिफिट्स दे आर गिविंग टू द सोसाइटी, उनको क्या इकोसिस्टम से सपोर्ट मिला है, व्हाट स्टेज दे आर. एंड उसमें 4 वुमन इनोवेटर्स आर फ्रॉम CrADLE इंक्यूबेटेड स्टार्टअप. एंड पोस्ट दैट इवेंट सीएम सर जो भूपेंद्र पटेल सर अभी गुजरात के सीएम है, उन्होंने फैसिलिटेट भी किया हुआ था हमारे वुमन इनोवेटर्स को. सो इट्स अ गुड सक्सेस स्टोरी और गुड notable achievements for women innovators. We have also one good student level innovation where the LHP nanotechnology run by the Neil Panchal. Neil Panchal was a student of EDII in 2011 and 2013. Post that, they registered their startup at CrADLE Incubation. They are making so basically they are making a jacket from nanofiber material. They are making a jacket, and jacket will helpful to army to survive at very minus temperature, at very low temperature. And to contribute towards army, PM sir facilitate them, Mr. Neil Panchal at one event at DRDO. Okay, next Omni BRX. अगर कोई स्टार्टअप सो बेसिकली शार्क टैंक देख रहा है या कोई स्टार्टअप फंडिंग का कोई इवेंट पे जा रहा है, यू विल बी सरप्राइज कि कितना अमाउंट होता है. जनरली कोई शार्क टैंक अगर देख रहा है तो फंडिंग अमाउंट कैन बी वेरी फ्रॉम 1 CR 2 CR 3 CR. तो जब भी कोई स्टार्टअप पिच करता है इन्वेस्टर के सामने तो वो हार्डली 1 करोड़ 2 करोड़ 3 करोड़ के आसपास या मैक्स टू मैक्स 5 करोड़ के आसपास का फंड रेजिंग लेके जाता है. We have a good successful achievement that Omni BRX Biotechnology gets $5 million Series A funding from SeedB and other pool of investors. So in March 2023 हमारा Omni BRX स्टार्टअप है जिसने, अगर मैं INR में बात करूँ तो 30 करोड़ का फंड सिंगल स्लॉट में रेस किया हुआ है. एंड इट्स अ गुड अचीवमेंट दैट ओमनी BRX प्रीवियसली एसोसिएटेड विथ अस ड्यूरिंग द कोविड टाइम. दे आर वर्किंग ऑन द वैक्सीन कैरियर. जो वैक्सीन होती है उसको ट्रांसपोर्ट रूरल लोकेशन पे ले जाने के लिए वैक्सीन कैरियर पे, इनोवेटिव वैक्सीन कैरियर पे काम कर रहे हैं. एंड दे गॉट अ फंडिंग इन 2023 विथ 30 करोड़. If we can start with the lower, so basically at the base side, basically we have one startup, Nerex. Nerex Technovation is working on an IoT-based device to help a farmer. So it's a basically agri-tech startup working on IoT-based device to help us farmers. Their technology partner is ISRO. So ISRO is basically helping them in sensor related things and chip development. they got recognition under Forbes India 30 under 30 in 2023 in agri-tech category. So this is good achievements. Also, I think you all heard about the Dubai 2020 or Dubai Expo 2020, where our three startups were represent India at Dubai Expo 2020. One is Home Space, they are into the space technology. One is Rayus, they are into the agri-tech or the sustainability things. They are making a curtains. And the 3S Healthcare Technology, they are into the health tech. So basically, they are developing a medical device for the woman to screen a very early stage breast cancer. So these are the few three startup. They represent India in Dubai Expo 2020. एंड लास्ट क्रेडल इंक्यूबेटर स्टार्टअप टेस्को चारजोन. जब टेस्को चारजोन हमारे साथ, मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया था कि एक टाइमिंग वाला जो एलिमेंट है, 5 एसेंशियल एलिमेंट ऑफ सक्सेसफुल स्टार्टअप, उसमें जो लास्ट टाइमिंग वाला था, दिस इज द गुड एग्जांपल ऑफ लॉन्चिंग अ स्टार्टअप एट राइट टाइम. They have launched they are so basically they are into the developing of EV infrastructure. EV related charging infrastructure है या EV का कोई भी infrastructure development करना है, they are into this domain. They have launched this idea in somewhere around 2017 2018. 2017-18 में जब EV के बारे में किसी को पता नहीं था, कोई इतना सोच नहीं रहा था, तब इन्होंने ये आइडिया लॉन्च किया हुआ था. एंड you will be surprised by seeing their achievements. जब तक हमारे पास एसोसिएटेड थे, तब तक चारजोन ने 22 करोड़ का फंड रेज किया हुआ था फ्रॉम मुंबई एंजल नेटवर्क एंड फ्यू अदर इन्वेस्टर्स. 22 crore is not a big amount for them. It's obviously big amount for us, but not them. Why? You can just Google it out. 2023 में, so 22 करोड़ उन्होंने 2021 में रेस किया हुआ था, एंड 2023 में चारजोन ने 450 करोड़ का 450 CR फंड रेस किया हुआ है from many investors and venture capital funds. So these are the good achievements that the incubator startup with us. Obviously, without team, we won't be able to help you. So we have a good team chaired by Dr. Sunil Sukla sir, Director General of EDII and Chairman of CrAdLE. Dr. Satyaranjan Acharya, Director CrAdLE. We have also good operational team that the Chief Executive Officer, CEO is Dr. Jayant Kumar Bansal. He has PhD in Strategical Management from IIT Delhi. Myself, Dhruv Patel, Incubation Manager. I am into the ecosystem since 2016. I have experience of startup ecosystem with more than 8 years of experience in startup ecosystem. I have done my MBA in marketing and operation. I have also experience of PGD IPR. So I have done my postgraduate diploma in intellectual property rights, and I have my 7 granted design patent on my own name. We have also Mr. Subham Bhatkande, incubation manager, my colleague. He is also expert in the entrepreneurship domain. He has done their PGDM in business entrepreneurship from EDI also. So with that, I would like to thank you all the management for giving me this opportunity. Thank you all the participants for keep listening me. If you have any query, if you have any question, we are open for that. Apart from this, I must request you to follow our social media. So basically, social media पे आपको डे टू डे अपडेट्स मिलता रहेगा. जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि MSME का स्कीम अभी लॉन्च हुआ है, so we'll post that on the LinkedIn and other social medias where you can apply. अगर हमारा कुछ भी events होता है, we'll update those things on the social medias. So I request all you to follow us on all the social media pages. You can also check out our website where you will be find the funding schemes, all the details along with the application links, and you can also apply your idea through the application form available at our website. With that, I would like to thanks all. Thank you. We are open for this question answer.
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible.
I think there is no questions from audience. So I think you have explained very well. So audience didn't have any question or any query. On the behalf of CrAdLE team, thank you so much, sir, for joining. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for joining CrAdLE interactive session. We hope we will have another interactive session very soon.
Definitely. Thank you so much for organizing this. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.